Welcome back to seg1 TV. I'm your host, B, and we are here at the second day of the Power of the Mind experience. This is the International Women's Empowerment Weekend. Today we are at the conference. We are here with Dr. Carmela Nanton. She is the CEO of Carmel Connections, Inc. Thank you so much for joining seg1 with us.
Thank you for having me.
And I understand that you have so many roles that you play, but what specifically have you here today? What is your platform?
My platform here today is empowering women leaders. My passion and desire is to have women find their voice so that they can lead from the power within. And we want to make sure that they have all the tools that are necessary for that to happen.
Well, I want to thank you so much for leading that position and having that role. What exactly basically brought you into this purpose, to live this life, to say, okay, you know what, I need to go ahead and help my sisters, to help them and uplift them so that they can speak out and have a voice?
I actually taught business leadership for several years at the university level. And as a result of that, I found that they were missing the gender factor. We talked many leadership theories and so on, but we always just spoke about some of the barriers that have women out of leadership positions. And if we know that 96% of the companies don't have women in leadership positions, they're missing a revenue generating factor, they're missing a diversity factor, and they are missing the reality that when women are part of companies, companies do better all around.
That's a mouthful, but you've been in this industry for quite some time now. Have you seen any improvement from the time that you commenced to now? And if so, what are the improvements?
The improvement is that we are at least willing to talk about it.
Nice.
And engage. And I think that it is a pivotal moment in society right now in our culture that is drawing us to talk about women and the issues of women and why women should speak out and no longer be silent.
And when you're saying about speaking out, on what levels of speaking out are you actually referring to? Because there's so many things that we're silent about.
Well, that's the complexity of the issue. Speaking out on the level of salaries, speaking out on the level of non-disclosures, speaking out on the level of getting the opportunities and access to information networks, speaking out on the sexual assaults and sexual abuse, the domestic violence that is occurring, to speak out on those things and no longer be silent. Because when we speak out, when we talk about it and have dialogue, more people become aware and we can move together, collaborate together on a solution to take care of this situation.
I love the collaboration and moving together as far as the collaboration is concerned, because oftentimes we're so eager to jump on someone else's bandwagon to help them so that they can fulfill their goals. But you also have another intricate role that you play as far as business is concerned, because you're leading people, especially women, to go ahead and do it on their own, to not depend on someone else or their own business. So how does that work in the workforce?
Well, interestingly enough, if we depend on other people to move us forward, they always tell us we have to wait our turn.
Pretty much.
And our turn never comes. So what I would like to work with women and with companies is to have women have the power to speak up and name their salary, to have women have the power to speak up when sexual harassment, sexual abuse, or misconduct is happening, and not feeling like they have to hide because they are going to be retaliated against, or they will be ignored, or they will be ostracized, etc. So speaking up is on many levels.
It is.
At the end of the day.
It is.
And whether my fight is a different fight than your fight, if I speak up about my issues and you speak up about your issues, together we can pull those issues together and create opportunities for companies to give women the opportunities or the access to leadership that they need.
And do you find that there's a disparity between women of color and, women who, obviously not of color? Do you find that there's a difference between the amount of courage that they have to speak up and speak out on different issues?
Well, I will start with the difference. It's only 1% of women of color that are in leadership positions at the Fortune 500 company level. There's 4% of white women who have that opportunity.
Wow.
What we would like to do to get these women to reach their goals, or to get the companies to recognize them as they should, is to have them speak up. If we speak up, if we take back our power, literally, which starts with the voice, people begin to pay attention, and they no longer can just shove us aside and make sure that, it's just a woman, what they're saying is not important, but they will begin to pay attention to more of us.
I love it, I love it. So where can we contact you for more information if we want to support and if we want to hire you for diversity improvements, diversity training, etc.?
Yes, so you can contact me at carmelconnect@gmail.com. You can find me on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Dr. Carmela Nanton. Or you can visit our website at carmelconnections.com. We would love to support you and partner with you for change.
Thank you for speaking with us and allowing our women to speak out and speak up and own their truth. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for Seg TV. I'm your host, Speed. We'll be right back.